the beginning of this month, I had $24,437.58 worth of debt to my name. Today, I have... Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and this is a place where we talk life, productivity, and money. So if those are things that you're interested in, consider subscribing. When we were going over the budget for this month, we kind of thought maybe it would be a good idea to start tackling some of the debt that we have, some of the credit card bills, even things like our student debt and my car loan. Yes, I do know that having these payments is good for your credit. It's good to show that you have credit history and that you're able to make monthly payments. There's just some things that we pay every single month that it just doesn't make sense anymore for us to be paying. And we thought it would be a good idea for this month to tackle some of those things and start to get our debt journey and our debt repayment plan and process rolling. It's really good to have savings, and it's really good to have, your money working for you, but it almost doesn't make sense to be saving $150 in one account when you're just going to be paying $100 in interest on your credit card, So did you really save $150, or did you only save $50 because $100 is going to your credit card that never needed to be going to your credit card if your credit card was paid off? And that's the point that I'm at right now. That's where I'm at in life. We decided that now is the time. It is no better time like the present, and we are going to start our debt journey, our debt-free journey. We are going to pay off our debt as much as we can, as soon as we can. So where does the debt come from? It's coming from two credit cards that I have, one Visa with maximum limit of $4,000 and one American Express with a limit of $1,000. At the beginning of the month, my American Express was sitting at $103. My Visa was sitting at $3,790.68. I have student debt, and my student debt is sitting at $9,298. My car loan, I bought my car back in 2015. It's a 2014 Kia Rio. And so I do have like the bi-weekly payment coming out, but anything, I would like to try and get that, maybe under $10,000 sooner than my monthly payments will get me there. We'll see. So that's the first step. You gotta find out where all your debt is and how much it totals to. Personally, I'm including my student debt and my car loan in the debt that I have, including my credit card debt and miscellaneous loans. The first thing we looked at is where we can save in our monthly expenses. So what bills are coming out every month that I can shuffle to something else? Like, is there anything that I'm paying that I don't need to be paying, anything I'm spending money on every month that I don't necessarily use? So when the two of us sat down and looked at my monthly expenses, we noticed that the first thing that really should go is how much money I'm paying every month in Visa fees. So my Visa fee includes interest and a premium that they charge me for my credit card being insured. Between those two payments, it is about between $100 and $110 every single month. And that's just something that could be at zero if my credit card was at zero. $100 every month really does add up, an extra $1,200 a year that's kind of just being flushed down the toilet because I'm not paying off my credit card. And that's just, when you put it like that, it really is just mind-blowing. There's no reason that I can't work towards paying that down, so that way my Visa fees are not so high every single month. It's obscene, and we're gonna get that under control. So when we kept going down the list, the next thing we saw was my bank fee. Now, my bank fee is what the bank charges me to keep my checking account open every month. I think if you have over $4,000 in your bank account, or in my bank account, they would waive that, I think it's a $16 fee or so every single month. Right now, it's just unrealistic for me to be keeping $4,000 in my checking account at all times. It's difficult to try and make sure for it to stay at that balance the entire month to avoid the fees is just, it's too much of a hassle. So for now, we're not going to worry about the bank fees. So the last thing we noticed as we kept going down the list was Kitchen Charm. Now, Kitchen Charm is an impulse purchase that I made in both of our names about 2.5 years ago. A lot of the $125 payment goes towards interest, and so we aren't actually paying down the pots as quickly as I thought. I love the purchase. We should have been smarter about paying it off sooner. So they send me a statement every single month in the mail, and this month when we were looking at it, we noticed that the balance is $689.90. So we did the math, and we wouldn't be done paying until January 2021. And so that is soon. It is only about 6 months away. So when we actually looked to see, would it be worth paying off the entire thing right now, or should we just continue to pay the $125 every month? We kind of rationalized that if we were to pay the full amount right now, that's $125 every single month that we've budgeted for that we can put elsewhere, like my credit card, for example. After crunching the numbers, we decided to just go ahead and do it. And as of this morning, we have paid off Kitchen Charm, and we are now going to be saving that $125 every single month. So to pay off that debt, I was actually able to do that because we had a couple hundred extra dollars for my birthday last month from gift money. So when you're going through your bills and when you're going through your debts, is there anything that you can pay off right away? You know, is there any credit card that you have that's really low that you might be able to shuffle money towards and just completely pay off right now? Like my Amex, I ended up paying it off completely a couple of days ago because I felt like it made sense to just pay off that last $100 instead of having $100 sitting in an account that's just not really doing too much for me. OSAP, my student loans, which is at the bottom of the list, is currently not coming out because of the pandemic. Instead of not worrying about that $122 that comes out every month, we've decided to put that $122 extra onto my credit card, so that way I'm still used to paying the $122. Just for now, it's going to be going towards a debt that is accumulating a lot more interest, whereas my student loans aren't accumulating nearly as much interest as my credit card is, you know? So it makes sense to put that money towards something right now that will be paying down a lot of interest and saving me money in the long run than to still be paying OSAP when they're giving me this grace period because of the pandemic. What you really want to do is pay off your smaller debts first. When you pay off the smallest debts that you have first, it feels like such a sense of accomplishment to feel that $100 credit card now be sitting at zero. You know, just to know that I accomplished something. I paid off a debt that I needed to pay off, you know, and now one of my debt accounts is at zero. I don't owe Amex anything anymore. And that's just, it's a really happy feeling. When you pay your smaller debts off first, you get that sense of accomplishment a lot sooner. Whereas if you were to try and pay off your $30,000 debt, it's gonna take you a really long time to chip away at that, and you're not gonna feel really good about after a couple months it only being at $29,000, you know? Whereas if you pay off your smaller debts first, you're gonna feel that sense of accomplishment a heck of a lot sooner, and it makes you feel excited to keep going to tackle those bigger debts. A good way to feel motivated when you're trying to pay off your debts is to track it, you know, track when you're making your payments and how much you're paying and how much left you owe, and watch that number go down, you know. I just quickly made up a debt tracker on Google Sheets, and it's just got the date, current balance, amount that you're going to pay, your new balance, and a section for notes, which is just for if you got the extra money from maybe a gift or a side job that you worked, you can kind of write that in there, and just so you know and can keep track where that extra payment came from. When you track where the money came from, it helps you better predict in the future how much you might be able to put towards your credit card in that certain amount of time, or towards whatever debt it is. It doesn't have to be a credit card. It could be your student debt, your car loan. I will leave a link to this template down in the description bar so you guys can use it. At the beginning of this month, I had $24,437.58 worth of debt to my name. Today, I have $23,644.68 to my name. So my biggest goal for this year is going to be paying off my credit card. I'm going to try and get it as low as possible. I'll be using my handy dandy debt tracker to keep track of my credit card payments and how much it's going down by every single month. So that way I will be able to visually see the progress that I'm making, which, trust me, it makes you feel so much more accomplished when you get to see it visually in front of you. All right, guys, that is my debt plan and how I plan to pay off my debt. So I hope this video got you guys thinking different ways on how you might be able to pay down your debt, or if anything, just got you guys thinking about how much debt you have cumulatively and thinking of different ways that you might be able to pay it down. If you liked today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stick around for more content just like this. I'll see you guys in the next one.